So, Linnea, since you and I both work in the industry, the financial component, and you do a lot on the analysis side, the way that I tend to think about this and why the accounting piece is so vital for business owners is that I tend to think of it as it's really it's where all of the symptoms come out, right? So I think that's what Patrick is trying to get at here, is that once you have the numbers taken care of so that you know they're accurate, then you can start to look at them and you can focus in on where are the problem spots. So what are those problem areas that whenever you finally have those financials kind of put together, what do you see most commonly, and how do you tend to address those with contractors?
Thank you. And what you do is so important, I just have to say, because if you're not looking at reality, then you can't really make good decisions. But what I see is once I know the numbers are accurate, then I can start looking. And one of the first things that I look at is the gross profit, because that is what's driving your overall profitability for the company. And there's usually one of two main symptoms that I'll see if the number is lower. If the number is lower than I like to see it, then it's either the crews are not producing the work efficiently and productively, or the owner is not pricing the work as well as he or she should be. And so we want to look at both of those items to find out which one or both is causing the gross profit to be lower than it should be. So that's number one. And I always look at that first, because if that number doesn't work, then it's always going to negatively impact the very bottom line. And then we look at the net profit and where that is. And but I think that's usually the first symptom. I also look at where they are from debt perspective, and what changes they might need to make to start working on that, to move that in a better direction. So that's a couple of things. And then obviously the top line. So if the top line hasn't been moving, they're not going to be able to grow and achieve the goals that they want to. And we need to look at the sales and marketing end of it then.